So here I am with my girl, Timmy Howard. We've come a long way, baby.
Yes, ma'am.
From Yoga Journal in Florida to Ubud Bali Yoga Barn. And I am super psyched how this has happened organically. And this is one of the things I love about yoga, the interrelatedness and the interconnectedness in all things. Because my body, my soul has been calling for some yin. And Timmy has been talking about wanting to integrate some yoga with weights, and here we are.
Yep, we're yin and yang in body form. So we're super excited to combine both of our modalities and our passions together into one experience for you to join us in.
Because ultimately, life is about balance. The practice of yoga is about balance. And one of the things I certainly see as a teacher and a student is that a lot of emphasis is brought to flexibility and we minimize on the strength. I am naturally a strong person, as you can tell, both in personality and body. I am not drawn to doing yin. And there's nothing I need more than to soften, than to let go, than to surrender and work at that yin level. And to do that with a sister who sees me at every level, I am so honored.
Thank you. And just the opposite for me. I love melting and softening and stretch. I'm a very emotional person, so I've had to really focus and work on the strength part, standing strong in my truth and finding my voice. And so for me to be able to work and learn with Nadine is such an honor and a privilege. It makes what I'm passionate about better by building strength and focusing on the muscle part and the strength physically and emotionally and spiritually. It makes me that much more open and softer. And finding that balance, like you said, Nadine, and being inspired and being able to work with one another is a gift. And so I'm super excited and a little scared to have my asana kicked by you.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, and I think the way we have it set up with the yoga with weights in the morning is definitely a more yang time of day. And so we'll be spending, 2-3 hours?
2 to 3 hours in the morning dropping into the yoga with weights. And I want to share a little bit about how this program came about. I came from a gym background to yoga, and about 5 years ago I started to have knee issues. And my orthopedic surgeon in Jamaica, where I'm from, said to me, you're either gonna have to do stem cell surgery, and literally as I was walking out of his office, he says to me, or you can go play with that thing you do called yoga. And a penny dropped, something clicked, and I said, you know what? I know my body and I know yoga, so I'm gonna work with this. So Spirit sent me back to the gym. I wanted to build the muscles supporting my knees. And in between sets at the gym, I would then do my yoga. And the guys at the gym started to say to me, oh, can you help us with stretching?
Yeah.
And as we know, yoga goes so much beyond stretching, as it were. And so 3.5 years later, here I am with the Badasana series. Interestingly enough, when I designed this program initially, my target was women, particularly as our bodies start to change. And when I wrote the program as such, women wouldn't show up to the class.
Wow.
So then I just opened it up and I said, let's work on this balance. Let's build this confidence. Let's build this strength. Men show up, women show up. Right. Everybody shows up to the Badasana series.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And I think it's great that in the training, we'll have people that are drawn because of the weight and the strength building part of it. And then we're also going to have students that are attracted for the yin part of it. My background is a ballet background. So the stretching and the opening and the emotional part of it, the giving, is very natural to me. And I've always struggled with the strengthening part. So for me, what happened was I started to feel instabilities in my body. And so and that manifested with soft tissue damage, a little bit of arthritis, and more prone to injury, quite frankly. And so all of my teachers said, you need to back out of the pose a little bit, start working on the stabilizing around the joints. Whereas you needed to open up, as well as stabilize. For me, I had the openness, I had the freedom, but I had to cultivate that strength. And so I started practicing more of a yang practice in the morning and yin practice in the evening. As I get older and more mature, we all know that we start to lose muscle mass. We lose bone density. And I teach a lot of seniors at my home studios in Florida. And the biggest thing that they're concerned about is balance and bone density.
Wow.
Yeah. They don't want to fall. That's strength and stability and bone density. And so I started talking to them about how I've been going to the gym and incorporating a little bit of weight training. And at first I kept it secret because I thought, I don't want anybody knowing that I've got to go to the gym because I feel like I'm cheating on my yoga practice. Well, I arrive in Bali and my assistant Jessica says, come with me to Nadine's class, Yoga with Weights, Badasana. And I said, anything called Badasana, I'm there. And it was like I discovered the missing link.
Wow.
And I immediately knew I've got my passions. I've got the yoga, I've got a strong woman, female teacher guiding me and leading me. And I'm doing some weights and I'm not suffering and I'm not feeling like I'm being tortured. It's actually fun. You're playing music. And then afterwards, I would do my yin practice. And you had expressed to me, I really need to get into yin. And so it was just a very organic coming together and kind of like a aha, duh moment at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, there's so much in that I want to respond to. I remember when I said to you, oh, my teachers and my astrologer has been saying to me, you need to drop into a yin practice. And when you said to me, my body said to me, I needed to build the stability. And actually, one of the things we want to do in any yoga is honoring the body, building awareness and listening to the body. And my body has been asking for this, but this up here, my head has been saying, you gotta go with this and you gotta pull this and you gotta build this. And so as I started to drop into here, this is when I heard the calling for the yin. And truthfully, when you balance and integrate those, you become unstoppable. That's where the Badasana comes through, because then you have the expansion to have the stability and the strength, So funny what you also said about hiding about going to the gym, because when I started to do this yoga with weights, I went, oh my God, the yoga world is going to kick my ass. They're going to go,
they're going to judge.
They're going to judge me. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've gotten nothing but encouragement, support, and love. And when I have my sister Timmy Howard next to me, I'm going, yes,
we're doing something right.
We're doing something right. So thank you for seeing me, because there are so many limitations that happens in the yoga world. And that one of the things I often have to remind myself and others is that we are products of our environment. So how we see our environment is how we're going to see the practice and the world. So when we show up as this Jamaican, American, Rasta, blonde, black, white, we're pulling it all together.
Yes.
This is unstoppable.
Yeah, I agree.
Saying.
And you know what? We said that we were going to start with you in the mornings. You're going to build up that heat, build up that strength and that muscle. You'll have afternoons free to explore, to do your treatments, to visit, couples. This is a great opportunity for couples to come and learn about one another and to discover their own personal practice and the balance. And then in the afternoons, we'll do 2 to 3 hours of yin and yoga nidra. So
beautiful, my favorite.
Yeah, and it goes along with the energy and the time of the day. And by the time we finish each day, you'll just float out. And what I found too is that the yin, finishing with the yin, helps flush out the muscles, the lactic acid.
Yes.
So you're not as sore the next day. You feel great the next day, actually. When I first started teaching yin, I was living in Los Angeles, in West Hollywood, and my class was full of surfers and bodybuilders for yin, because they knew in order to change the shape of their muscles and to get stronger and not get injured, they had to have more space in the body so that they could actually tap into the different and more muscle tissues and fibers. So it really is an opportunity to cultivate whatever it is you're looking for, that balance of yang and yin in one training, in one retreat.
Absolutely. There is enough space in the program for expansiveness, stability, and strength. If you are a teacher where you're building credits,
that's right.
Credits will be applied. There is 50 hours of continuing education between both of us. You get one-on-one connection to me, to us. You get to relax, restore, rewind, rebuild, transform.
Woo-hoo!
This is a game changer.
Yeah. And as a yoga teacher, if you're already a yoga teacher, those hours could be good for your 300 hour, which would take you to the 500 advanced teacher training with Yoga Alliance. If you're not a teacher, it's going to change your life, change your practice, change your relationship with yourself, with your source, and with the world. So you don't have to be a teacher. But if you are, even more ability to be more marketable and offer your students another modality. So
I love what you say, Timmy, about the marketability, because also if you are in the world of fitness and you want to dabble in yoga, what do I mean by dabble? Again, deepening that awareness so that you are able to offer yoga to your surf students in gyms, wherever. Here it is. Years of experience, knowledge, wisdom, game changer.
Game changer. High five.
High five. Love you, sis.
I love you too much.
Mwah. Mwah. We can't wait to see you somewhere in the world.